Thank
Good
you,
morning to all of you. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to be part of this World Innovation and Tech Expo. And I will be presenting my views and certain innovations that can really help and enable agriculture and horticulture development across the globe. Next, please. Friends, we are all aware that agriculture continues to be a very important major source of income, employment, and livelihood for several rural communities across the globe. And there have been several challenges in agriculture. Basically, if you look at the rising cost of inputs, vagaries in nature, shortage of skilled labor, greater dependence on nature, and changes in consumer preferences have posed several challenges to the farmers who are engaged in agricultural production. So innovations have made significant contributions in agricultural production. And as you are aware, innovations are nothing but applying our ideas, knowledge, or practices that are new to a particular context with the purpose of creating positive change, and that will provide a way to meet needs, take on challenges, and seize opportunities in agriculture. There are different innovations in agriculture. There may be technological innovations, product innovations, service innovations, institutional innovations, and market innovations. For the today's presentation, I'm trying to restrict only to the technological innovations, which are generally associated with the changes in goods or productive processes, and they may be applied to marketing processes also in the in different aspects. If you look at the major technological innovations, basically they are precision farming, mechanization, use of high-yielding varieties, biofortification, indoor vertical farming, automation, robotics, livestock technology, greenhouse technology, soilless culture, artificial intelligence in agriculture, blockchain, etc., and use of ICT for the transfer of technology. Next. I would like to touch upon one interesting technology in agriculture that can really bring innovations. So one is land resource inventorization technology. This is the latest innovation. It basically comprises of detailed understanding, detailed mapping of morphological, physical, chemical, biological, and hydrological properties of the soil, and the entire digitized data is fed into a decision support system that guides the farmers with scientifically sound farming opportunities and options. So this will also suggest various soil and water management solutions suitable to different soils, and we are generating soil atlases for presenting the findings. Farmers can use this data, the policymakers can use this data, bankers can use this data. This is an open access data available in India. We have started working on this. So land resource inventorization is one important technology that can really bring revolution in agriculture and horticulture sector. Next. If you look at the soil DNA technology, friends, we have received a lot of great tools for testing soil health, and most of them have come from medicine, such as DNA mapping technology. Farmers can test their soil microbes, organic matter, analyze the soil health, matrices, so that they can make better, decisions about their soil. This technology is being used to identify the insects, nematodes, bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens in the field, and this will help in predicting and preventing possible crop damages. The soil DNA data can be used to, analytics of the soil health, and that can help the farmers to, with more transparent, ideas about their soil health. Next, micro irrigation technology. And we are aware that agriculture consumes close to 70 to 80% of the water. And we need more and more precise technologies to, precision application of water, basically the micro irrigation, whether it's drip irrigation, sip irrigation, fertigation, things like that. This will help the farmers to reduce the water use, enhance the quality, and improve the yield and productivity. So micro irrigation technology is completely automated now, and this has really brought a revolution in agriculture and horticulture sectors. Next. Next, please. Vertical farming technology. Vertical farming technology is growing of crops in the shelves, which are stacked one above the other in a closed and a controlled environment. It basically reduces the quantity of land space required to grow the plants or produce the plants, and it is also associated. Basically we find them in the suburban areas. Vertical farms are grown where we can even grow with the soil and without soil. we can make use of hydroponic, other nutrient dense water, aeroponics, all such technologies can be used. And in case, in lieu of natural sunlight, if the sunlight is less, we can also make use of the artificial grow lights. So vertical farms, they make use up to 70% less water than the traditional farming practices. And the labor requirement is completely reduced. We can make use of robots, and we can make use of a lot of other mechanized technology. So vertical farming is one important technology that is revolutionizing agriculture and horticulture. Next. If you look at the farm mechanization, so mechanization, now we are suffering with the shortage of skilled labor, and automation is the only approach or only solution. So farm automation is one among the mechanization and is often associated with the smart farming, which makes farms more efficient. It automates the entire crop production cycle. Automation basically includes use of drones, automatic tractors, robots for seeding, watering, harvesting, and many such things. We have moisture and temperature sensors that guides the farmers with harvesting, watering, seeding. Entire thing is guided technologically. So the benefits of automation in traditional farming processes, they're quite monumental, and we are being able to tackle the issues from the consumer preferences, labor shortages, and then the environmental footprints of farming. So farm mechanization is bringing a wonderful revolution in agriculture and horticulture. Greenhouse technology, basically today, the greenhouses, number of greenhouses are increasing, and they are also, though they are capital infused, they are both basically urban centered. And in this case, we successful greenhouse companies are also emerging, and a huge, business is being built around greenhouse technology. And basically, in case of greenhouse technology, entire system is controlled, and we can really produce a very high quality, products, basically the horticulture products, vegetables. To accomplish, the greenhouse industry is also becoming increasingly capital infused, and there are a lot of systems to support, and funding mechanisms are coming up, and a good infrastructure facilities, with new innovations can really bring, greenhouse technology more closer to the farmers, help them to grow high quality products. Next, we have also shade house technology, and this is a very, very important. Basically, the net house or shade house is mainly used in agriculture sector to protect the crops from the temperature extremes and strong winds, frost, hailstones, and pests. So this is mostly used in such areas where we have difficulties of high temperature, extreme weather, strong winds, frost, and other things. Basically, the shade houses are often used in combination with structures such as polytunnels. We can also make use of a sector which can provide a very optimum growing environment to the crops. And shade houses or net houses, they're ideally helpful to create a shelter that minimizes the post-harvest crop damages, and this will really bring a high quality marketable yield. So we can definitely use 100% reusable, and they can be reinforced by stainless steel wire frames. All such technologies are available. Based on the capital capacity, the farmers can make use of shade house technology in enhancing their production and productivity. Next is precision agriculture. Precision agriculture technology, because agriculture is now undergoing a lot of evolution. Technology is becoming indispensable part of every commercial farming practice. The new precision farming technologies help the farmers in maximizing their crop yields by controlling each and every factor of production. It may be moisture, pest stress, soil conditions, microclimates, you name it, there's a possibility of doing it. And if you look at the marketable scope for this precision farming technology, one of the recent reports by Grandview Research, it very clearly predicts that the precision agriculture market will reach $43.4 billion by 2025. It means this is one of the emerging new technology. The new farmers, young farmers are now looking at precision agriculture. So this can bring a revolution. You have everything automated. You have various technology. You have integrated electronic, communication system induced in this, and you can control all the factors of production. Next one is blockchain technology. Friends, we are all aware, we have been talking about artificial intelligence and blockchain, and this can really help the farmers to solve the urgent issues such as food fraud, safety recalls, supply chain inefficiency, and food traceability. You know, and if you look at whenever we have any issues with regard to foodborne diseases which can threaten the public health, the first step to root cause analysis is to track down the source of contamination. In that case, as a result, the record of food items journey from the farm to table can be made available with the blockchain technology. So blockchain technology application helps the trades, to revolutionize commodity trading, commodity hedging, and this brings a lot of transparency in the quality related aspects. Next, artificial intelligence. The rise of digital agriculture has opened a wealth of new data opportunities in agriculture. We make use of remote sensors, we make use of satellite data, satellite imageries, and this can monitor the plant health, the condition of the soils, temperature, humidity, and many other things. The data that is generated by the sensors help the farmers to gain better knowledge, better understanding of the ground level situation. And these, remote sensors, they help or enable the algorithms to interpret the field environmental, conditions as important statistical data that can be used and understood by the farmers in accurate decision making. This is very, very important aspect, and agriculture and artificial intelligence is definitely going to bring a huge revolution in agriculture and horticulture aspects. The next one is the insect trapping technology. This is a very simple technology, traditional technology, but this can really help. We are now very sensitive about use of chemicals and pesticides in agriculture, and this is one such technology. It offers a very environmental friendly, eco-friendly crop protection methods that supports organic farming, and it will help in increasing the crop produce and also improve the quality of the produce. And if you look at the cost is very, very minimal, because we are just making use of the pheromone, pest traps, which are artificially synthesized, and smelling agents. They attract and trap the pests, and then we remove them, and then you are controlling. So there are several such examples which are eco-friendly, which are very, farmers pocket friendly. They're very less costly, or there is no cost at all, and such things can be used in agriculture to produce high quality organic food. The next important technology is high yielding varieties and biofortification. Friends, we are all aware nutritious diet is one of the vital requirements for human health. Basically, it helps in preventing diseases and also helps in maintaining the body metabolism for physical and mental well-being. But food provides energy, protein, essential fats, vitamins, antioxidants, and certain minerals to meet our daily metabolic requirements. But most of them cannot be synthesized in human body. Therefore, they need to be supplemented through diet. Further, the anti-nutritional factors which are present in edible parts of the food, exert adverse, effects on the human health. Basically, when you look at the consumption of imbalanced food, that basically affects the billions of people across the globe, and that leads to poor health. So far, the focus has been on development of high-yielding varieties, primarily to feed the growing populations. But now, the focus is now being shifted. Focus is now being given for biofortified varieties, which assume greater significance to achieve nutritional security. For example, we have zinc and iron fortified pearl millet, which will help to reduce the deficiencies of zinc and iron in the people, among the people who consume this. Next one is 3D farming technology. In this case, we are now trying to make use of a repeatable 3D farming pot design. This is adaptable for several different climatic conditions. You can use it in different geographies, and you can make a complete organic design with regard to 3D farming. So this will help in assuring food security, reducing the space, because you can repeatable structures are there. We can have modular designs. You can use plug and play models. All things are available, and this will drastically reduce the use of water. And we are also trying to bring a combination of artificial intelligence driven plants, and basically that is used in monitoring the the plant health, and other any possible problems that are associated with the crops. So it contains bees and butterflies. You can also bring a very natural pollination in the local environment. So 3D farming is an emerging area in agriculture and horticulture. And in the days to come, this will become one of the leading innovations in horticulture sector. Weather forecasting technology. This is, I would like to quote the example from India. And we have one province, I'm from Karnataka province, wherein we have a natural disaster management center. And this is one of the India's largest weather monitoring and agri-risk solution organization. This basically offers expert advice in measuring, in predicting, and limiting the climate-related risk to agriculture, and thus guides and helps the farmers, in reducing the losses that are incurred due to bad weather conditions. And this technology offers services such as weather forecasting, crop insurance, and also the agri-risk management advice. It is possible, whether prediction is done, it helps in preparing for the drought or a heavy, unforeseen, unseasonal rainfall, which will help the farmers in taking appropriate preventive measures. And we can get the weather forecasting for every 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 12 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 15 days, up to 3 months, we can get the weather forecast. So this is one important and wonderful technology, and this is bringing revolution. The next one is hydroponics technology. And this is one of the most popular innovation in a horticulture sector, which is embracing a virtuous cycle of reciprocity. The hydroponics is basically, as the name itself says, it is a method of growing high quality vegetables using mineral rich water. And aquaponics basically takes another step further, because therein we are trying to bring in fish and plant farming together. I will come to that in the next stage. And this will help in reducing the water usage. You can use 95% less water than that of the traditional farming. And this is a wonderful recycling method. And most of the cities, you can definitely rely upon hydroponics technology for producing very high quality horticulture crops. Next one is aeroponics. And this is another soilless technology. And this addresses the modern farming issues by offering an alternative way to produce wonderful green vegetables. And in case of aeroponics, again, 98% less water is used than that of the traditional farming method. This will make use of the vertical space, as well as horizontal place. And you can definitely have everything, this is a soilless controlled, environmental agriculture situation. You can bring down the cost, and you can definitely come back with a very safe food to the consumers, because everything is in a closed environment. And this will help in eliminating the possible contaminations from the soil or even crossover from the mother nature. So there is no need for herbicides. We are not using any pesticides. This can be more and more very safer food production using aeroponics technology. The next one is aquaponics. As I mentioned to you earlier, aquaponics is another soilless farming technology, wherein we are trying to bring in fish and plant farming in one recirculating system. The fish provides most of the plant nutrients by way of aquaculture effluent. In turn, fish waste metabolites are removed by nitrification, and they are directly taken up by the plants with suitably treated water, then which flows back to the fish. So in all, it is claimed that this aquaponic innovative farming technology requires 95% less water than the traditional horticulture farming. So, and this can also provide both fish and crops to the farmers, and thus adding, more and more profits to the farmer. The last important innovation, which is really bringing revolution in Indian context, we have now electronic marketing system. This is basically a national level online trading platform. This is also bringing revolution in the sale and market of agricultural commodities. And in all, it really helps the farmer in better price discovery, transparency. It provides best facilities for smooth marketing of the produce. And this is becoming more and more, popular in Indian context. Farmers are now trying to eliminate all intermediaries in the sale of their produce. And this e-platform is made available to the farmers. Farmers can, put this application on their mobile phones, and they can operate from any part of the country. And we have more than 40 to 50,000 traders who every day come and give quote prices for the farmers produce. So this is revolutionizing the Indian e-market system. And that's where I stop. I take this opportunity to thank the organizers for providing me to present few of my views in agriculture and horticulture sector, which can really bring revolution in the days to come. And with these few words, I stop here. And if there are any questions, I'll be very happy to answer your questions. Thank you, and thank you very much.